OMAD number 2. All right, so I've been doing this now for almost 2 weeks. So I am by no means any kind of expert with this OMAD stuff. But this is for the internet, but it's mostly for me. And just want to share my thoughts. All right, first of all, I said in number 1, I was over the moon learning about this thing and applying it in my life. And I still feel the same way. I'm just over the moon with it. And the way I look at this right now, I almost think this is the way we should be living our lives. And I wonder if I'm going to do this the rest of my life. I'll tell you what, I feel good. I'm losing weight. I'm looking good. And most people who do OMAD, they do it the carnivore way, the keto way. And I'm the opposite. I do it the carbohydrate way. I believe in a high carbohydrate diet. So those who do this the keto way, I just don't understand how they're getting their fiber, for one. And being fiber deficient chronically, I just can't see how that's healthy. And that's only one reason. All right, two places I want to recommend before I get into my story is number 1, Mastering Diabetes. They did a video on OMAD, just a good introductory basic video on OMAD. They did it, I don't know, probably years ago, but check them out. Mastering Diabetes on YouTube on OMAD. And the other one is this website called 6 Miles to Sunday. And she's been doing OMAD for, I believe, around 8 years. And she did a video on 25 of the benefits of going OMAD. And it's a good video. Every benefit she talks about, I appreciate. And there's benefits in there that I have found that she hasn't even talked about. And that's what I want to talk about today, pretty much. The way I'm thinking I'm finally understanding how this works. But the way the body loses weight is ideally you don't want to lose muscle, you want to lose fat. And the way fat is lost is it's literally like taking a match to gasoline. You want to burn fat, and that fat has to be burned and used up, and weight is lost. So I listened to this video about fasting yesterday, and it was just fascinating. And the guy said our body is like a hybrid engine. And if you think about a hybrid, like a hybrid car, you can burn gasoline, and then also it can run on electricity. And it was an interesting analogy in that, for example, for me, I'll eat a meal, and ideally very rich in carbohydrates. Again, carbohydrates is carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, or carbon and mostly water, like fruit and vegetables and rice and potatoes and all those good things. And my body will use that as fuel, and that's what I run on. And by eating the one meal a day, that wonderful fuel gets used up. And then later on, when that fuel, all those carbohydrates are used up, my body can go into ketosis, and where it starts making ketones and using fat for my energy supply. And with the body being in ketosis, those just those few hours, it can do the what's known as, let me see if I can get this word right, autophagy, autophagy, and that means cell eating. And the other word is called apoptosis, cell death, cell killing. So, there's a time for the body to make cells, and then there's a time for the body to kill cells or recycle the cells. And you want to have a homeostasis with that. And so thinking of the body as a hybrid engine is one time you're eating and your body's using that for fuel, but after using that, those beautiful carbohydrates which get burned up and put the energy into the cells like it should be doing, and the cells become very responsive because you don't have much fat. And then later on, after that's all used up, you're burning fat. All right. The other item I wanted to talk about, another benefit that she didn't mention in that 26 miles or 6 miles to Sunday, 25 benefits of going OMAD, is the idea of when you're losing weight, especially for people who are obese, is when you're obese, the pelvis will rotate forward, tilt forward. And by tilting forward, the lumbar spine will also like bend in that way. So you're putting pressure. Good morning. Come on, girls. Come on. Good girls. Good girls. So anyway, you're putting pressure on those discs. So instead of maybe the discs being like this, they're now like this, and there's maybe a little bit more pressure. But also, because you're in a positive energy balance all the time, and you're eating most likely a higher fat diet, is that the blood vessels that supply blood into the vertebrae, and then from the vertebrae there's a line that goes up toward the up and down toward the discs. The discs don't get fed directly with blood, but there's an interchange with the blood and I guess fluid in the venules and the capillaries, and that's how those discs get their fuel. So when you're obese and you're all like that in the back, that's why you get those back problems. Plus, the back is not getting that flow of fluid that it needs from the blood, and you get the back issues. So those were the two things I wanted to talk about: is the back, and how you can why possibly obese people end up with back problems, and the other one, and so why OMAD would be so good for obese people in their back. And the other one is understanding that our bodies are like a dual hybrid engine. All right, over and out. Thank you very much. Stop recording.